Sup, folks? Main man, like Lance from Boros Energy. Hope you guys are excited for it. I know I am, at least for the time being. Like I said, my name's Lance. My screen name is Major Riot. That's Major _ Riot _. That is my screen name on Twitch, YouTube, MTGO, MTJ, and Twitter. So watch this live on Twitch. If you're following, watch this on YouTube. Please consider subscribing this video a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Twitter for reasons unknown. That's right, follow Major Riot on Twitch and Twitter. And subscribe to Major Riot on YouTube for the low cost of free. Don't delay, do it now for a guaranteed outburst of rage, confusion, and even sometimes joy. I always have a disclaimer, though, just in case. I am not responsible for a sudden increase in top deck only lands, being wrecked by Ragavan, or being unable to find your sideboard cards. If that starts happening to you, that has nothing to do with me. Just gotta put that out there. But as you can tell, I do play Magic the Gathering. I'll watch my videos if you never know that. When I do play Magic, I prefer to play whatever the RCQ season is. And right now, it's still Modern, and this is the last week of Modern for me. I know the RCQ season goes on next week, but there are no RCQs for me next week. There was none last week. There's 2 this week, none next week. So this is it. This is all I got left. 2 more RCQs for Modern, and I'd be done with the One Ring maybe for the rest of my life. So that's cool. Let's take a look at the weather. It's a really wet, stormy day out there. Weather for Ravensdale, our rain with a temperature of 50 degrees. The wind is blowing from the south at 1 mile per hour, and the current humidity is 93%. So there you go. Weather for your friend, Major Riot. And we are still at 53 followers on Twitter. We're still at 353 followers on Twitch. We're still at 618 subscribers on YouTube. So shouts out 53 followers on Twitter. Shouts out 353 followers on Twitch. Shouts out 618 subscribers on YouTube. Of course, a massive shout out to all 3 of my Twitch subscribers. It's going to be a little bit of the hard-earned and very, very hard-earned money in these trying times. You know, they're very dangerous times out there. I appreciate anybody watching this live on Twitch or recording on YouTube. I always have a particularly massive, robust, adult-style shout-out to those who will contribute financially. Thank you so very, very much. So, yeah, guys, gonna play some more Boros Energy. Probably the last time you guys really see me playing this. Maybe. I mean, there might be some challenges. I might try it again. But in terms of just being a weekly thing, hey, it's you know, you guys are gonna have to get used to Standard. Standard's coming up. I've been enjoying Standard. I think it's fun. The only deck I struggle with against in Standard with Golgari midrange is Azorius Eyeball or whatever it's called. That deck I can't figure out how to beat. Like, they always have the answers all the time. It's very confusing. But we'll worry about that when we get there, which I'm not even gonna play Standard next week. See what I want to play next week for y'all. Let's get on in there. Really nothing else to say. It's a fresh league. Deck did well in the challenge, basically. Got top 32. I will have treasure chest to open today at the end of this video that I managed to secure for getting top 32 in that last challenge. So, happy about that. Seahawks won yesterday. That's great. Their first win in almost a month. You know, they start off 3-0, lost 3 in a row. Finally, just beat up Atlanta real bad in Atlanta. You know, I've never been to that stadium, but I've walked around it because I went to RC Atlanta back in December of 2023. The convention center was right next to the Mercedes-Benz Dome, or whatever they call it. So, yeah, there was a Falcons game going on that day, too, on that Sunday and that weekend. So there was a lot of people down there. I think the Falcons barely lost that game, too. Like, people were pissed. I didn't give a damn. I don't care about the Falcons. All right. Alrighty, well, before I decide to keep or mold this hand, I do have to reel my beverage, and today, folks, it's a good one. When isn't it a good one? Well, sometimes I've had some questionable ones, but this is definitely not one of those. I'm talking about a 12-ounce can of Mountain Dew Baja Blast. That's right, I got some Baja Blast in the house. If you guys are excited for it, I know I am at least. Well, I'll be excited for the whole time. It keeps me going. And we all know the fish start video doesn't begin. I crack my beverage is going to happen right now. Here we go. That's good. I'm going to keep All right, I think I'm okay. I think I'm done sneezing there. I think. This guy's just passing. Okay. This is blue-white control or something else. They leave it on top, whatever it is. Definitely not blue-white control if they're doing that. I got my both my basic planes. That's cool. All right. Swing for 2. Living End. Huh. Missing some lands there. Probably put that in graveyard. I don't think Galvanic Discharge is really going to help me in this matchup. Another different Elegant Parlor. Plays a land. Oh no, it's something crazy's going on here. They've got Commandeer. Interesting. All right, here they're going to land. Street Wraith in their graveyard, okay. Like, that's one they may have wanted to keep. You know what I'm saying? Alright, well, I'm going to Blood Moon them. I'm at 8. Nah. So yeah, Force Negation. They do. Wow, they had to get rid of Ardent Plea. Interesting. I guess I probably should have put, like, Elegant Parlor instead of that Plains. Yeah. That food token might be a real problem. I have a shot at killing this guy. Yeah, I should have played Arena of Glory. All right, it's Lightning Bolt. He's got a subtlety. Ah! If I had one more land, I'd be able to do Amped Raptor again. They had Force Negation and Subtlety, like always. Galvanic Discharge is like awful. I don't think that's doing anything. But Thraben Charm is doing a lot here. Oh my god, what's going on? Just give me my Thraben Charms. Can't cast spells, that won't work. Deafening Silence definitely won't work. Another Blood Moon should be fine. Chain the Rocks seems so unlikely to work. I guess I'll bring one in. I don't know what good it'll do. Maybe they go to Cascade and they only got 2 in graveyard. I don't know. Pouring out there. Massive rainstorm. The monsoons begin. Oh, MTG bot's back. Okay. Hang on, just of course stuff shows up. Okay. Probably not good enough. Just 2 random cards. That's better. Static Prison on bottom. There could be some problems here. Going for Amped Raptor, but what else can I do? Yep, Static Prison cast did say no. It's fine, give a bunch of energy for this thing to go for the clock. 5. How about a Blood Moon? Try maneuver, but this one actually resolves. The last one they force negation. Of course, they have forest cycling, so. But they don't have the 1 card anymore, right? I guess they just gotta have, whatchamacallit here. Oh, fuck, yeah, they've always got the Shardless Agent. Alright, well, they have to deal with Phlage in a second. They have a Subtlety again? Not yet. None to really kill here. I guess I could kill the Subtlety. But I'm just going after them. Well, be 5, 9, 11, 14. I guess I better kill this thing. Sure. They can just gain 3 life back anyways. I actually can't kill either one of these. Kind of sad. See if they got Subtlety here. Fuck, how do they have Subtlety 3 times? 3 different Subtleties in the first 16 cards. Alright, dude, you got me. I can't beat their Subtlety. Subtlety and Force Negation is too powerful. Like, I can't get through that. Like, I don't know. How does Living End ever lose sometimes, right? Like, sometimes it looks like it's like one of the worst decks you can play. Sometimes it's like, how do you ever beat this thing? They constantly have the cards they need. Like, how are you supposed to beat that? I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Sure, I guess. Yeah, I know. Wizards of the Coast, what a great company, right? What a bunch of assholes. That's what they are. I mean, they love being assholes. You know, they're one of those people that are proud that they, going on a killing spree. You know, they're like, yeah, I had to do what I had to do. It's like, great. So I would assume there's something messed up with Valakut Stoneforge coming out. I would assume that just means, more Charbelcher or something. Maybe not. The basic. Oh, it's just Storm. Well, I'm dead. Like, there's no shot in hell of beating this with this hand. Already over. Yeah, I'll leave it on top just because it's not a land. I guess maybe I should hold up Bolt for Raw. I don't know. Is Raw a 1-4 or is he a 1-3? I think he's a 1-4, so it wouldn't even matter. So much sneezing all the time. Opponent randomly stops playing. Don't you love that? That's the best part about MTGO. Like, MTG Arena doesn't really have this problem because they have that burning rope thing. MTGO's just got this problem where people just, they do something and they just leave. They just get up and leave, probably to go check at their newest porn subscription. I had a guy not too long ago tell me he told me his daily routine at the RCQ. And this guy's like a really thin, he's into health and fitness and stuff. And his life just sounded miserable. I guess he likes it though. But he said every day he wakes up to go to work, and he wakes up by doing what does he do? He says he like meditates for 45 minutes. I'm like, damn, dude, you meditate 45 minutes when you wake up. And then I think he said he does 10 push-ups, then he showers. Then he goes to work. He works at a Goodwill, in a warehouse for Goodwill, not actual Goodwill store, but the warehouse. Oh, We're is a 1-3. So maybe I should have held up. I don't think it matters. He's already got a ruby medallion. All they need is one ruby medallion. They're good to go. I guess the raw makes it a little bit tougher if they don't have it, but trust me, they beat me so many times with just ruby medallion or raw, like one or the other. But then he says, he goes to work, doesn't like his job, but it pays his bills. He lives in like a studio apartment. I got one of those beds that's just like on the floor, no bed frame, just it's a mattress on the floor. He says he eats his lunch, which sounded to me like some sort of disgusting salad. Like I don't know what the salad was. I didn't recognize it, whatever he's calling it. I'm like, what the hell is that? It sounded like he mixes like dirt and leaves together. He gets done. He doesn't own a car. He just bikes to work, rides a bicycle to and from work. He comes home from work. He puts 2 pieces of fish in the oven. He's a very health conscious guy. He does like 30 minutes of exercise, various exercise of like in his, he's got a studio apartment. Then he, what is going on? Then he takes a second different shower for the day. Then he goes and eats his fish. And he checks his email and watches YouTube for about an hour. Then he meditates for another 45 minutes before he goes to bed. He did tell me, though, that Wednesdays or Thursdays, whichever day works best for him, is porn day. That's the day where he figures out, where he looks up his what the new videos uploaded and everything. And but that was really interesting. You need to tell me that. I was like, oh, okay. All right. The problem here with Amped Raptor is if I cascade, I won't have any white mana. That's always the problem doing this. So I think I'm just happy bolting and swinging for 2. Or I could Phlage. Probably Phlage. Gage, how you doing, man? Glad you're here. I heard it was real hot down in San Francisco. So I was watching the 49ers and the Chiefs, and they were like, it's 83 degrees here in San Francisco. I'm like, damn, 83? So hot everywhere all the time. Like, so glad I live where I live. Like, today, the high is 50. Like, it's just crazy. Everywhere you go, is people are like, oh, it's so hot. I'm like, really? It's like 61 degrees. I mean, around here, we do complain when it gets above 75. Start getting above 75, start hearing people, oh boy, it's getting warm out there. Whew, Lord. And then when it starts getting above, like when it gets to like 90, we're in full-blown panic mode. Like, people are like fighting each other in the stores for box fans. Blood Moon is bad in this matchup. What do you do with that? You put a card on top. It's not really doing anything, so I don't even know if this is actually really he's got blue mana. I don't know what's going on. Another different Amped Raptor, absolutely. Attack for 2 again. Yeah, people say it's hot everywhere all the time. Like, it'll be like January, people will be like, it's warm down here. It's like, really? Just can't keep people happy, though, because I remember one time I was playing, and it was like guys from Boston I knew were watching, and they were complaining about how cold it was in Boston. I'm like, what are you guys just complaining how hot it was in Boston? Can't keep people satisfied. Everything's climate change, everything. Like, every single thing you think of is climate change. It's warm today, climate change. It's cold today, climate change. You know, they don't say global warming anymore because that sounds stupid because it's cold as fuck. Global warming, right? How long do I wait to kill this thing? I guess until it gets the, I wonder if I should try this now. Because they're going to get 4 mana total. I'll just try to bolt it now. My only shot. Alright, it worked. Cool. Because he didn't have any more instants. Sweet. That's right. You know what's funny is actually in the Earth's history, right? The moment we're alive right now, we are still technically in an ice age, believe it or not. Because if you go back into Earth, 50, 100, 300 million years, it's always been warmer than it is now. Always. It's just we've been cooling down. We got real cold there for a while, and then we warmed back up. But it's still, on average, for Earth's entire life of billions of years, we are still very cold. When you start thinking about stuff like that, it really blows your mind. You're like, wait a minute. This era I'm alive in right now has only been going for 12,000 years. And the era before that was 20 million years or something? I don't remember, but we're in the Holocene, and then there's a Pleistocene, and that's a bigger thing, and then there's bigger things beyond that where it's there's these eras and this big era. It's crazy to think about that stuff. Just weird. One has stopped again. I don't know what this is. It appears to be Ruby Storm, but they have Flame of Anur and Questing Druid in it, so I don't know. I'm just hoping that win, lose, or draw, we can get out of this thing soon enough. I mean, I bolted his Questing Druid that was over 2 minutes ago, and we're still waiting. What a kind, caring man this Chachi Buo is. He really values everyone's time, including his own, it looks like. All right, he's finally decided to play a Raw. There you go. You did it. All right. See if I can lose here. He won the flip, but decided not to flip. It just must be Storm. They just got a couple of random extra cards. I don't know. Now it's Underworld Breach. This guy's got some sick brew, as they say. You just got to bring in Drannith Magistrate. Thraben Charm, and the one card that says they can only play one non-creature spell a turn. Silence. Deafening Silence. Yeah, playing has real fun stuff so far, Gage. A Living End. Now some sort of Underworld Breach Storm. This life doesn't get any better than this, right, guys? I'm really excited that Modern's ending. This is my last week of Modern. Well, not forever. I might play this deck again for a challenge or something if I find extra time. Because honestly, the Modern challenge is the most easy one for me to play. Starts at 8:30 a.m. my turn. My time. The Pioneer one starts at 6 a.m. And the same with the Standard was also 6 a.m. They changed the times on the Modern one. The Modern one used to be 4 a.m. for me. And they made it 8. Now they made it 8:30 a.m. So I know there's afternoon ones and middle of the night ones, but I can't go to those ones. I got a wife and kids I want to spend time with. And I'd be like, oh, hey, Dad's going to be in the house, but he's not going to be in the house because he's in this room back here playing a challenge for 8 fucking hours and he gets fucking curb stomped. Even though I did good on the last one. Pretty good. Man, this is slow as fuck. Holy shit. This fucking Cambodian internet is just killing this guy. It's killing me, too. God damn. Well, the World Series is set. It's what MLB's dreamed of since 1981. The last time this happened. New York Yankees, LA Dodgers. We got the two biggest teams in there. Biggest payrolls. I actually think the Mets had a bigger payroll than the Yankees this year. Regardless, we got them. Great win for baseball, right? Like, yeah, great win for marketing and corporate shills. Maybe we'll get a Wizards of the Coast ad during the World Series. Maybe we'll get one of those, you know, promoting, what's that thing? What's their next core set? Challenges or something? The one that's like, it doesn't have a theme. It's actually like just a regular old core set. They brought it back again. Foundations, I think it's called. Where it's going to be so fucked in some ways. Because I think I read that any card in that set is going to be standard legal for 5 years. So even though they just extended cards for 3 years in standard, now we got to deal with these cards that are in these foundations for 5 years. So it's gonna be like, oh my god, like why are you making things so complicated? We know why. It's for money. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. We'll see. I think, who do I want to win out of that? Probably New York Yankees, I guess. I'm always a fan of the American League because the Mariners are in the American League. Which doesn't make any sense in terms of, I always prefer the AFC over the NFC, despite the Seahawks being in the NFC, because when I was a kid, the Seahawks were in the AFC, so I got used to the AFC. I always like the AFC more than the NFC. And hockey and basketball, I like Western Conference more than Eastern Conference, because obviously the Sonics and now Kraken are in the Western Conference. Well, Sonics used to be a Western Conference. We don't have them anymore. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. I think, you know, it'd be neat to see Judge win. I know some people are pulling for Ohtani. I know the entire nation of Japan is pulling for him. They're really excited about that. They're just super hyped up. But yeah, I think that I would prefer to see the Yankees, because the only guy, well, I guess Soto won a Galvanic Relay. There we go. Look at all this shit going down. What is happening here? What is going on? Oh my god, I don't even know. But I know I just drew a land, so I'm pretty hyped about that. Alright, so I guess we're just going to get old Phlage out, it looks like. Right? Yeah. Player. Raw. All right, so we can play all these cards here. He still has to pay their mana cost, though. Oh, boy. This is going to be a long one, guys. But Juan Soto did win a World Series with the Nationals, and Rizzo won a World Series with the Cubs. Betts in the LA won a World Series with the Red Sox, and Freeman, of course, won one with the Braves. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you discard a card. If you do, draw a card. It's pretty good. Look at how goofy this artwork is. Just look at this artwork. It's a fucking weasel painting like Bob Ross, except he's wearing a beret as well. And I think the beret is supposed to be like a leaf or something. Like, there's no way possible that you could have told me, show me this art, just the art alone, and told me 10 years ago, 5 years ago, that this would be a Magic the Gathering card. Like, that's not like Unfinity or Unstable or whatever. I'd be like, no, come on. Come on. But here we are. Here we are. Cute and cuddly. Which is weird, they immediately have Duskmourn after that set, right? Where it's supposed to be all, like, kind of creepy and gross. Dichotomy of diversity, right? It's waiting to lose, guys. I'm sure this guy's got some sort of extreme master plan here, whatever he's doing. Is there 2 Monday Night Football games today? I think there is, right? He won the flip. He's not to use it. I've been making really desperate picks on NFL games. Like, I picked the Titans over the Bills. That didn't work out for me. And yeah, I usually pick pretty bad spreads. You know, I pick the underdogs. And sometimes I get really rewarded for it. There have been times where I've gotten paid. I'm like, I don't know. This team doesn't seem that great. It's got a good record, but they always struggle on the road or whatever. And it ends up working out. Is this just game one? I think it is just game one. And this guy's already down to 10 minutes. Oof. So bored playing modern, you know? I mean, you just, you know, when you play standard Pioneer, you're never just like sitting here like this. You just aren't. Like, this guy's trying to play, I think. But you're just like, oh man, come on. Just something really bad's happening in modern. Like, he used to never be like this, where it's just like falling asleep, seeing the same cards over and over and over again, you know? Just like, I mean, at least Ruby Storm, I don't see these all the time, but it is kind of like, you know, there's not much interactivity here. And I guess that's what people like. They don't like interactivity. They like just, I'm going to play these cards and you're going to suffer. I guess. I don't know. Guy got all the way down to 12 cards in deck. Woo! All right, there we go. All right, get these blood moons out. Let's get Deafening Silence in, Drannith Magistrate, and Thraben Charm in. Phlages honestly aren't that good. I think I like Goblin Bombardment. I think like a couple of Galvanic Discharges. A Phlage, I think is fine. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, looks good to me. All right. Let's do Ocelot Pride first. Swing for one. Use energy to make white mana and play Deafening Silence. There you go. Just got a message. I gotta go do something. Fuck. Well, guys, I have to cut this one short. Hope I can kill this guy fast enough. If not, I'm just going to cut this video because it's like I got to go take care of something, it looks like. Give me a moment. Okay. I'm gonna try and finish this guy off real quick, and then I gotta get off. Sorry, guys, but this guy's taking forever anyway, so I doubt it'll be very quick. Again, a lot of stuff going on in my life, trying to get things done. Probably isn't good enough anyways. Probably got a mole here. Guess we'll try here. I guess basic mountain on bottom. They do nothing. See what I grab from them. Ren's Resolve. Sure, I'll cast that. I get 2 lands. Be on the course. Swing here for 3. I get one of their mountains. All right, I do have 1 bolt in hand, so maybe we can get there. I don't know. We'll see. This is taking fucking forever. Alright, I guess I'll just dash this Amped Raptor. I gotta try and kill this guy as fast as I can. I guess I didn't have to play it that way. Okay, that's a good one. I keep taking lands. Like, everything I've exiled has been lands, so... Not good. I actually could have dashed, alright, done that better, but I got stuff going on right now. I mean, I gotta finish this one. I don't mind this. Now I can see what's coming off Amped Raptor. That's really cool, Gage. Happy to hear that. Now we'll put that on top. Cast Amped Raptor. Cast. Dash. I don't think I've gotten a top 8 with this deck yet. Probably won't, honestly. But the dream's still there. I have 2 more RCQs to go to this weekend, then I'm done. Sure. Yeah, Energy is easily the best deck right now. I think Boros is the best. Marty's got some things that are good with it. But I think Boros overall is better. I'm playing handicaps. I don't play any One Rings, but I've done really well without them. I mean, I got top 32 in a Modern Challenge a couple days ago. Last week I had a 5-0, I think, or 2 weeks ago I had a 5-0. You know, it looks like I'm going to lose here, but what can you do? Man, he filled his grave fast. I exiled 10 cards and he filled it that fast. Like, absolutely insane. So we got 2 cards left in hand. What's all the flashback ones, which I haven't been keeping track of which ones have flashback and don't. So that one he just drew 2 cards. Had 4 cards in hand. He got this Valakut Awakening. Did he get a wish? I don't think he's gotten a wish yet. Sure, he's got some in the main, or might have them in his hand. Yeah, it sucks that this guy took the whole time, right? I mean, that's always the thing about MTGO. Like, this guy probably can't play on MTG Arena. His internet's probably too poor. His computer's probably too weak. And, you know, it's just, you know, it's just the way things go. MTGO caters people with slow computers and slow internet connections. You know, in MTGA, you're only given a certain amount of time, you know, every turn, every phase. And a lot of these guys just wouldn't make it. MTGO, they can just keep playing like garbage. He must have a... Still haven't seen Wish or Gut Shot yet. Probably because they're sitting in hand, right? Here we go. I mean, he's got 25 seconds. Drew 5 cards. There's Wish. Oh my god. Alright, well guys, I gotta get off. Things have changed. I'm glad I can end on a ridiculous victory like that of just the opponent just timing out because they're slow as hell and they suck ass. But, you know, that's awesome. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully at 4 p.m. time. Hopefully no interruptions. Hopefully everything will be fine. Nothing bad's going on. Just all of a sudden there's just so much stuff going on, whereas I don't even know how I'm going to be able to continue to keep doing this kind of stuff. But here I am, still trying. I was going to open up treasure chests for y'all, but I'll have to do it tomorrow. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Shout out to Thet Gauge, Manure Bot, NTG Bot, and the Nightbot for keeping me company. Really appreciate that. If you did watch this live on Twitch, consider following one. If you watch me on YouTube, please consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Twitter for reasons unknown. So, alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. And everyone be safe out there. Eat some good food, drink some good beverages, spend time with your loved ones. A lot more important hang out with me. Hope to see y'all here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time for more Boros energy action. All right, everybody. Peace!